Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Mastermind Creations Perfection Series PS-17R Probus Regenesis, their version of a G2 Brawl. We'll go ahead and put them off to the side real quick because we're going to look at this box. And yep, box of course has the nice bit of artwork of G2 Brawl there, and nice green and purple. You got the all built in and the name and the ground assault and all that stuff. You got the Perfection Series up here and the more G2S thing. So you got the, once again, G2, G1 hybrid box. Up here you got, well, a couple pictures of the figure, although in the old color scheme. I'll get into that a little bit later. Same thing over here. You got some more artwork. On the back, on this side, you have the lineup, except for the last member right there, of course. On the bottom, you have some warnings and more lineup shots and barcode. And on the back, you have, hey, look, he transforms and all the product shots there. And of course, the bio and tech specs right there, which of course is compatible with the included little red card thing, which then you can use to, decode the red decoder to use that. So you go with the box. Also, of course, comes with the bio card, which has the same bio and tech specs on the back. Again, old colors for the photos. And I'm pretty sure the same exact instructions that came with the release of Probus, the G1 version, although I believe this is from the instructions came from the version that came out in China with the robot mode packaging. So anyway, here he is in tank mode. You can see him there. Yeah, it is very much a green and purple coloring. I'm not sure how the camera's going to pick this up because apparently a lot of cameras are having a hard time with this shade of green. So yeah, one thing they did is they changed the shade of green. It used to be a somewhat more a brighter shade of green, I guess, a more lighter shade of green. But they changed it because apparently they felt the color of green they're using was a little too waxy looking on the plastic, made the plastic look like wax. So they did adjusted the shade of green. So it's technically not super G2 accurate, but it's still pretty close, to be honest. At least from what I've seen. If I remember Brawl basically being the same green as Megatron in my memories of G2 Megatron. But yeah, and you can see him there. He's a tank with green and purple. And one thing is, yeah, I do have the turret in the correct position this time. And before I had it too far forward on the old G1. I believe I did that, and I just never caught that. I was doing it wrong. Yeah, you can see all that stuff. You can see the purple treads, very shiny metallic purple there for the wheels. You got little tiny wheels on the bottom here, which all roll. At least they're supposed to. They don't roll super well, but they do roll. You have all that stuff. You guys, again, all the details picked out here, now in purple or pink in some cases. Got some, sculpted detail like the venting and all that stuff, and the racks and. Yeah, these antennae, of course, were included separately. You have to just, they just plug in. They're just little rubbery plastic, so just plug them in. Good to go. And, of course, the hatch is open, both of them. There's nothing inside. The little periscope spins, although it's very tight on this one. There's a little dot of yellow on it, too. That spins. The turret goes up and down. You can retract and extend. And, of course, the whole assembly can rotate with the whole 360 with a nice click. So there you go. Once again, a very nice tank mode, but just in much more G2S colors. Hopefully the green comes over. House, I might have to do some color correction again. I don't know. And the mirrors, black rubbery plastic, but also some silver picked out right there on that side. Yeah, it does roll. All right, he rolls pretty all right considering the tininess of the wheels. And of course, he comes with a couple accessories in here. He got his little machine gun, which can peg in right here. You can, open the hatch and someone's, going to be manning the machine gun at that. And you got the big old cannons, which, yes, they do extend and piece can come off. You gotta be careful with that. The piece can come off pretty easily. But again, you got to take these little platform pieces and plug it in back here. I just swapped the green pieces around because the deco didn't quite line up. It was there backwards, so just be mindful of that. You want to make sure the decos line up. But yep, you can have a fully decked out Brawl or Probus or whatever you want to call them. So once again, very nice tank mode, but just again, much more 90s color scheme. So real quick, I'm going to compare them to the G1 style. You can see, yeah, very different, very much a, you know, more olive military green versus a very green. So yeah, very different styling there. There you go. And of course, here he is with, hope I can get him all in frame because this gets more and more difficult. The rest of the G2 Combaticons so far. Incursus is apparently going to hit pretty soon. There you go. They are so far. Incursus is coming soon, but yeah. Once again, all of them have the matching purple, which is really nice. Looks great across all of them. And so I'm going to go ahead and get this guy transformed into leg mode, and we'll go from there. And yep, the leg, once again, you know, transforms pretty much, you know, exactly the same as the previous version because, well, it's the same mold. There's, as far as I can tell, there's no real huge, like, tolerance differences. Maybe these heels are a little tighter than they used to be. Beyond that, yeah, there's really not a whole lot of differences. I feel like it's pretty much transforms identically. There is no, they didn't really feel like they didn't adjust any tolerances, at least not for this mode. Really. There's another, again, to still the good old, watch it with this piece. Make sure this piece is all the way folded in, or else if this is wobbly at all, you have not pulled it in all the way, and you're going to risk straight up breaking the head off. So yeah, make sure this is dead solid before you start attaching stuff. Yep. Pretty straightforward foot mode. Real quick comparison. Here he is with the G1 foot. You can see. Yep. Pretty much the same shape, just different colors. The only thing I would say also I forgot was that sometimes the toes here, the feet here, the foot here kind of likes to split in half a little bit easier. It tabs together mostly fine, but okay, it will find itself splitting a little bit easier, I find, than this version. So just an FYI, although I just split this one in half, so go figure. Yep, functionally the same thing. And of course, yeah, the foot piece will, you know, again, the black foot piece that, you know, for the G2 set will come with Incursus, but here's the G1 version. It'll be, you know, same exact thing, just tab it in the back, bring that all down, and then make sure to bring that in and tab that into the sides, and there you go, there's the foot. Which, once again, of course, just slot in. Slot in there, and then just of course, yep. Leg. All that stuff. Yep, still is the leg, still goes exactly the same, no tolerance differences there. So yep, there's the G2 leg and a G1 body. Get this back off. Yep, so that's the leg mode. So we'll go ahead and I guess transform the rest of the way to robot mode. All right, so robot mode, and also one thing, a couple things I think I glossed over, didn't even mention when I did the transformation video, which is, this part right here, this panel, you have to pull out to the side when you transform it, because it slides, so you want to slide that out and then bring it over. And these arms right here, these right here, you can push those forward, so they're a little bit lined up. I don't think I didn't mention them or I just kind of glossed over them. Yeah. Again, robot mode, great looking robot. Again, just you can see a lot more, again, green and purple showing up a lot, and a bit of a weird pinkish color too sometimes, depending on where you're looking. Yeah, this looks really nice overall. Yeah, you got that really nice golden orange visor up there with the crest, head crest, and all that stuff there. You got a little bit of yellow hick out here. Oh yeah, the hook things are still here, by the way. Those little weird hook things, which apparently are on the real tank, but yeah, here they do nothing. Got a little purple splotch there as well. You got a lot of purple here. You got some purple down here in the legs, and the feet, all that stuff. On the back, of course, you have the tank turret and all that stuff back here. Little purple heels, tread shoulders, and all that stuff. And yeah, he looks very, very much like a G2 Brawl. Yep, looks real nice, I feel. Very 90s again. They adjusted the green a bit, but I think this, honestly, it works. Of course, you got the gun, which you can fold that out and then put his hand and get the thumb out of the way, and not that out of the way. Never had that happen before. But and then just slot this in the back of the hand. Close the fingers around it. There you go. Yeah, he doesn't hold it as well, I've noticed, as the other G2 Combaticons. He doesn't hold his gun as well. It still holds pretty solidly, I mean. But yeah, just easier to knock out of his hand, I guess. And yep, that's one thing you do. And of course, you can take this bit, and this is the tricky part. You gotta get this rotated up. You want to fold that up, and you want to, let's see, what was it? You gotta, yeah. Yeah, you got to get that all situated back here in such a way that he can bring us all the way up like this, way over his head. So it's way over his head. And then right here, there's a little slot on the back of this, which there's a tab here, and you rotate these around, and you just slot it in. There you go. That's above his head, and got a big old silly turrets, just in case he needs more firepower. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that's a big thing. It's just this getting the turret situated. You have to bring it down and around, and yeah, that's the easy way to do it. Yeah, you pop that out, rotate that around, and just bring it up. You can then turn it around and yeah, pop that in. There you go. It's sitting behind his head and everything. There you go. That's the thing you do. Yep, looks real nice, honestly. And again, articulation, heads on a ball joint. So you got left and right, up and down, lots of waggle, lots of articulation there. You got the shoulders, can go full 360 and go outward, and then on that hinge, and then there's that other hinge for as well. So you get that, all that. You get a bicep swivel. You have a, well, I think it's a double jointed elbow, but yeah, you can only get that much range because of the shape of the the arms. That's pretty much the max you can go. There is a wrist swivel. You can see that. Of course, the fingers here, all bulge on the thumb. Nice big cut, and you got each finger as one knuckle, individually articulated. So you got all that. Waist, can do a full 360 unhindered. I got an ab crunch. Pretty good bend right there. Hips, you know, the hip skirt's gonna get out of the way, both front and back. Clicks that far forward. Goes that far back before it's banging into things. You know, you have to start doing stuff like that, but it can go pretty much, technically would be able to go all the way if it wasn't for the backpack. So that's the thing. Outward, you got more than the full splits. You got a 360, or a 360 degree swivel. Well, not right. Actually, no. You got a, yeah, you got a 180 degree range of swivel on the thighs, although it does get caught if you go all the way to the end. So watch that. Knees, you got a bend there, and you can untab that. If you get, yeah, if you get this part out of the way, which, yeah, get that out of the way, you got that bend right there, and then you get a little bit more, but not a whole lot more before it just bangs in this piece. But, you know, decent amount of knee bend there. And ankles, you got about that much range of ankle tilt. And the toe can go down, and the heel can go up and down. And it's pretty much a lot there. Yep, that's the articulation. Real quick comparisons. Here he is with the G1 style Probus. And you see the significant contrast in colors there. And of course, here he is with the rest of the team so far. Yep. He is the tallest of the limb bots, of course, just like before. Quite a margin, actually. So yeah, again, the same unifying purple as always. So yeah, there's that. So, once again, should you get him? Well, do you like G2? That's pretty much what it is. Like, do you like these guys? Do you like Combaticons? Do you like G2? If so, then yes, go for it. Again, I feel like these are really good molds overall. If you know, if he's come down to, you know, G1 or G2 version of this guy, because they're still reissuing the G1 versions. Just look which color scheme you prefer. If you want the big bright 90s one, go for this guy. If you want the G1 version, go for the other ones. But yeah, still overall, again, very solid. They didn't tweak much on this guy. The tolerances are largely the same for the most part. Transformation's still pretty clever and intuitive for the most part. Again, just a couple things just to be sure to watch out for. Again, the head thing for when you combine them is make sure the head is, all that stuff is folded away properly and it's not wobbly. If it's wobbly at all, that means you did it wrong, and you don't want to, and that could cause the head to break off, and you really don't want to do that. So yeah, it's just be aware of that. And yeah, I just like this guy a lot. Again, I already liked the G1 version a lot. I love these G2 versions. They look really nice overall. And yeah, if you just really like these colors, you can absolutely grab them. They're about this. They've been popping about what, $115 for each of the limbs so far. So that's a thing. And Cursus is going to be $180, I think. Yeah, so he's kind of good, but he also comes with the feet this time rather than just the other stuff. So that's why it might be more expensive. So yeah, I like them. If you like what you saw, I would go ahead and pick them up. They're pretty great. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter at Nemesis Prime 1, and check out my coffee and my Patreon. And I'll see you next time with another video review.